Hey up, welcome back. Benny Vapes here. Not with a review. We're going to have a bit of a chinwag show. Because it's been round and about 6 weeks since I've done one of these. And I wanted to get them out a bit more regular. But it's been round about 6 weeks. So I thought I'd jump on and do one now. So, what's been going on? With me, it's been about 40 videos I've done now. So, which I thought I'd be bored by now, but I'm not. I really enjoy sitting down, reviewing an item, and putting my content out. And if people watch it, fantastic. If people don't watch it, I've still got content out. And I am still learning. It's all a learning curve for me. I've never done anything like this before. But we'll see how it goes. We'll get there in the end. Like I say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So we're slowly getting better. And I'm slowly improving things. And, I have got now 32 subscribers, so thank you all who were subscribed to me. The 32, fantastic, because when I first started, I was happy with one, and I've now got 32, and I'm really happy about that. So thank you very much for everybody who does actually subscribe to me and watches my videos. And to people who actually watch my videos, thank you for watching anyway. It means the world that you're all actually watching them, and I see my view count. So yeah, doing well, slowly but surely getting there, and it's going to get better because I am getting a little bit more things in, lights, and it's not like the first one. I watched my first video that I ever did, on the most popular video, which is the Aspire Nautilus AIO kit. I didn't rate it at all, but I watched my video back on that, and it's dark, and I looked at it, my camera were down here, and I was sort of bumbling over everything. And I've moved on from there. I've got a bit more lighting, I've got a better microphone, and we're still using my webcam because I can't afford a DSLR. I've looked into it, and there's no way chance that I can buy one this year. Maybe be able to save up for the back end of next year, but for this year, no, I just can't afford it. They're just too expensive. I looked around, even a second-hand one, you're looking at 200 brick, £200. Just can't afford that at the moment. It's going to have to save my pennies because, like I've said to you before, I'm not a rich man, so that's going to have to wait, But on the subject of recording everything, we're moving. We're moving from here. No longer will you see my wardrobes behind me. We're now moving to another room. And the room was my dining room, but I haven't used it as my dining room for absolutely years. It was just a store for things, bit of clutter room. So I've cleaned it all out and bought another table for my download section, and we're moving down there. So I've just got to transfer everything from up here down to there, and put some shelves up, and I put a different light up and things like that. So we are moving. So that'll be a progress over. By the time next week, I'm thinking I should be down there, and we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping for a few pictures up and things like that, and make it a bit more professional, and maybe a bit more where I can do my downloads look a bit better and things like that. So we're moving. No longer having white wardrobes behind us. I'm fed up of seeing them. So you must be. So we're moving. We're moving to a better studio. And hopefully that will work out a lot better, and I can start my productions a little bit more, and be a bit more professional with them. That's what I'm hoping, But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully down there it will be better. So yeah. So that's right. Like I say, new microphone and things. I've had a bit of trouble with it. OBS did an update. Oh my god, it's just knocked all my sound out, and it just went all over the place. It took me ages to try and sort out how to get this audio back on, because I'm a bit behind times with computers and things like that, and recordings. It needs to be nice and simple for me. So, and I've took a bit of time, and I think I've got it now. I'm hoping that recording on here sounds a load better. That's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, so that's basically, we're moving studio. That'll be a bit better. So what else? World has gone mad at the moment. Unbelievably going mad. Vaping. It's like it's the plague. Everybody's bashing it. There's people saying that they're caught it. I saw one the other day that the caught it was stood outside of someone. You know, it's unbelievable. I've got a lung disease because I stood outside of someone vaping strawberry milkshake or something like that. What a load of tosh. It's just pure propaganda. You know, it's just unbelievable. So stick with it. The advocacy side of things is in America. This is, you know, where it's all going on. It's just, I don't know. It just blows my mind. Advocacy over there is trying to get a grip of things. You know, I see it on Twitter, and I do try and, you know, retweet as much as I can on Twitter about advocacy, where rallies are and things like that, to do my little bit as a vapor, to get the word out. You know, the more retweets you can get, more people see it. Because at the moment over in America and other countries, India's banned it out. Well, they haven't banned it out, they've just stopped the sales of it. You know, you can't import it and things like that, so you might as well have just banned it. You know, there's other countries. China's another one in Sichuan. You know, the place where 90%, I think 99% of vaping products are made, they've banned it there. You know, they can't sell it internally. They can export it because they're not going to stop that because they get money off of it, but they just can't sell it internally. What's all that about? It's just, like I say, at the moment, vaping just seems like a plague. And we all know what it comes down to. It comes down to money. That's what it all comes down to. The more money you have, the more you've got power. And it's all along the board is that. You know, whatever race of life you are, and whatever you have, the more money you have, the more you've got the power. And at the moment, it's looking like it's the big tobacco companies that are trying to squash it. And it's now come out, if you watch some videos out there, and people do it a lot better than me, that the bonds that they had, that the states took out against the money that they were getting from the big tobacco companies are due in. And the people that have bought them now is the big tobacco. So they're really claiming the money that they've give to the states, they're claiming it back. And they've put in pressure on because they are behind in payments. So they're saying, we want this money back. So only way they can do it is just drive the cigarette sales back up again, get more money off of tobacco companies, and then give up money back. It's just a complete circle. And we're in the middle of it, of vaping. You know, and that's what's happened. They're just bashing it, and it's just propaganda. It's pure propaganda. Look into what propaganda is. And America do it all the time. You know, right from comic books. They did it in the 1950s with comic books. They've done it with the war. It's just pure propaganda. And that's just getting people on the edge where they start panicking. And it'll be there for now, and then it'll be forgotten about when they've killed it off. You know, I need a drink at the moment. Sorry about that. Just a little bit of we'll have a little bit of a wet of the whistle. Yeah, and that's what it is. It's just pure propaganda. So, it will, as it always, today's news is yesterday's chip wrapper. Today's news is tomorrow's chip wrapper. That's what it used to be. You know, because we used to get fish and chips in paper, wrapping paper, you know, newspaper. And it'll be all blow over. They'll move on to something else because they'll have just flogged it to death. And then, you know, all these bans coming in, you know, 4-month ban, 5-month ban, 6-month ban of, you know, flavours. And it'll just stop. And then they'll suddenly realise that it was all these dodgy THCs. And it's come out that people are buying them from, over in America, you can get it on in like a pharmacy. So you can get it, go in, you can buy it in a shop that's a head shop that is got a license to sell it. And some of the ones that they've bought have actually been from these shops. So that's a scary thought, that you can go in and buy it from a reputable shop and end up with a dodgy flipping THC cartridge. Just, the world has gone mad. The world has gone absolutely mad. But do your bit. Whatever you can do. Twitter, retweet everything you can. You know, if you're in America, go to these rallies and just show them that it's not a bad thing. It's saving people's lives. You know, and that's what we need to do. So that's what's going on with the rest of the world. UK is trying their hardest to fight the good fight like we always do. You know, that our government's backing vaping. Because it is Stoptober. So if you are thinking about stopping completely or even giving it a go, it's a good time to do it because they're promoting it now and there's great deals to be had with Stoptober. So it is Stoptober at the moment. So and when you look into it literally, they are saying vaping, you can use vaping as a and stop smoking aid. So it's good that we're embracing it, but the rest of the world seems to have gone absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. So yeah, do your bit, whatever you can. Try and do your bit for it. So yeah, on the matter of health, I've been a little bit not on the poorly side, but I've had a pain in my back, and I mean a proper ache in my back. So I went to the doctors and told them my job. And if you didn't know, I'm a gas engineer, and I've been doing pipe fitting since I was 16, and I thought I'd actually got asbestosis or mesothelioma. That's what I thought I'd got, because a lot of the people that I worked with that are older than me have all died from, some form of asbestos related disease. So I went to my doctors, explained to him that I have worked with asbestos. So he says, well, we won't worry about it. We'll send you off for some x-rays, because you can go to a doctor and ask about it and say that you worked with asbestos and they'll send you for a checkup. So he sent me for the chest x-ray first, and that came back absolutely clear. Absolutely clear. Which I thought they might have said something, because like I say, I've been smoking since I was about 14, and I've given up. Don't tell me mum. She thought I'd stopped. So my mum thought I'd stopped years ago, but I don't live with her, but she don't tell my mum. That's a big one. So yeah, she thought I'd stopped smoking, and she knows I smoke, but she thought I'd stopped years ago. But yeah, I thought because of that I'd have had, maybe some blotches on it, but no, it came back absolutely fine. So they sent me for a full body check. Because if you didn't know, I have actually had cancer. I had, I think I mentioned it before, I had bladder cancer, and that was 12 years ago now. So because of that, and where the pain is and everything, they sent me for a full body scan, and boom, clear, fit as a log. So turns out that I've just pulled a muscle, which still bloody hurts. I still have to stretch it. I've been for physio, and it's there all the time. I think it's saying because I arch my back just from years of abusing my body. That's lifting things wrongly, and that goes on to another thing. I've got a bloody hernia in my stomach, which I've got to have an operation on. So that's another thing. That's just from years of lifting wrongly. So bit of a public service information out there. If you're gonna lift, use your legs straight back. Item up close to your body and use your legs to pick it up. Don't use your back like I've done. And that's how I pulled the muscle, by lifting a boiler off the floor with another lad. The commercial boilers are massive, and we lifted it up about a foot off the floor, and I was like that. And I've tweaked my back. So yeah, it still hurts. So that's my health issues at the moment. But my lungs are fine. So take that what you think, that I've had all these scans and I've been vaping now for about 6-7 years, and my lungs are fine, so which is brilliant. I have lost weight. I'm down from, which is why I started doing these videos, was I felt a bit more confident in myself. I was 18 and a half stone at one point, nearly 19 stone, and I'm now down to 15 stone, 12, nearly 11. So I'm really proud of myself, and that's from January. And that's literally from cutting out drinking shite. Still have pop, but I cut out energy drinks and just eat a little bit more sensibly. And I'm now down well below my target. I wanted to get down to about 16. I'm now aiming for 15 and a half. If I get down to 15 and a half, I'll be absolutely fantastic. I'll be happy with that. And but I'm chuffed. I've dropped 2.5 stone, which gives me a bit more confidence on here that I'm not a big bloater anymore. So I'm happy with that, and that's another reason why I started doing these videos, was I felt a bit more confidence in myself. So yeah, that is what's been going on with me. What we have got a few little bits in. I've got the Wismec Tinker 2 to do. I've been using that, and that'll be probably up next. I'm going to try and get that done as soon as I can. I've got the Archery Pal Pro to do. I've got down here because it's down here. The Vaporesso Gen. I haven't even opened this yet, so I've got that in to do. I've got the SX Mini. Wait, don't know where I think I've dropped that somewhere. Don't know where that is. Yeah, I've got the SX. Oh, it's here. The SX Mini, little pod thing. Well, it's cheap at the moment. They're about 50 quid when they first came out. Bargain. Pick yourself up. It's 12 quid. So I've got that to do. So yeah, got that. If you're wondering why my face was looking a little bit red, it's because I've been playing rugby this afternoon. So I play, like I've said to you before, I play Masters Rugby. Masters Rugby League, that is. And I've been playing in Hull today. So I'm a little bit battered, a little bit aching. And yeah, so that's why my face looks a little bit red and sore. Because I've got like, I come out in a rash when I, which I have to use moisturiser and that. But that's from work as well when I worked at a tannery, doing leather on the end of a machine that were red hot. So yeah, so that's why my face goes red, if you wonder what that is. So yeah, so that's what's been going on. I made a tit of myself other Sunday. Oh my God, did I make a right tit of myself. I don't often get to see live shows. I usually watch them on replays. And I was doing some encoding, and 8 o'clock, the Savs, which is super awesome vape show. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch that, because it's a nice little show. And I jumped on there and I went in chat. And I don't go in chat that often with things because, like I say, I get a bit, my social anxiety comes out. And I think people are going to take piss and things like that. But that's my own issues. So I'm on there and someone from America put, we're changing, what we're going to do when we change the law to, you can vape it at 21. So I'm like, it's already 21 here. I went, well, it's 21 in UK. It's not, it's 18. I knew that. But I put 21. There's, in the chat, is Vaping with Vic, Jules Mama Vape, Flat Cat Vapor, all the guys on the show, all my peers that are on a lot more subscribers than me, and I'm making a total twat of myself. So Vic were like, Benny, it's 18. I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, each challenge 21. Benny, each challenge 25. I knew that. I'd done a video ages ago about it. It's just that sometimes I don't engage my brain before I speak or before I type. So it was a bit of a face palm. Fuck. What have I done? So yeah, I made myself look a bit of a tit. I do know what I'm talking about. I just, brain don't engage before it comes out of my mouth or before my fingers start typing. I just didn't even think. I'm like, yeah, there you go. So yeah, that made a little bit of a tit that I made of myself, other week. So yeah, that's what's been going on. That's where my social anxiety comes on. That I do make tits of myself, and that's how I get a bit, because I don't like to think I might make a tit on here. I'm only talking to myself, and anybody else who wants to watch it, But yeah, that's why I get a bit social anxiety, and that's why I keep myself to myself. So what else? I got this from Les over at the Juice Cabin. Nice little keyring. Look at that. First bit of merch. Anybody wants one, go see Les at Juice Cabin. So he started doing 3D printing. So you can get your Atty stands, you can get your billet box stuff and buttons and things like that. So go check out. And that's on Cabin Mods, is that one. So all you want 3D printing, he'll do for you. So he did me that, and I thought, thank you very much. So I just gave him a shout out for doing that. I don't get out for free, and that just a little keyring cheered me up. Put a little smile on my face, and yeah. So what else? If you've noticed that my logo has changed, my little badge one. I did one, and you can still see it on the top one, because I can't change it. I don't know how to change it on. Well, I do, but I can't get the small one to fit into the big one. So I did one on there, and it looks a bit of a tit. I put it out on Instagram, new logo, and people liking it. And then Hip Hop Juice turned around and said, Benny, it looks a bit amateurish. Do you want us just to do one, free of charge? I'm like, yeah, free of charge, you can do me one. So they got on, did that for me, and said, there you go, try that. And I got something to pick from. They think it's a bit pants, but I quite like it. You know, it's just plain and simple, and it just looks a bit more professional. So they've done that for me. So my thing was I'd buy some e-liquids off of them and do a review. So the review's up. I didn't get paid for it. They didn't give me them for free. I bought them as a thank you gesture for doing my little logo. So if you haven't seen that, go check them out. And they're quite nice. 3 quite nice juices, to be fair. So go check out that video. And that's for Hip Hop Juice. So I just want to say thank you to Hip Hop Juice for doing that for me. And like I say, thank you for Les for doing that. You know, little things just make world to me, you know, because I've never been in this vape community. Even though I've been doing it for 7 years, I've never actually socially involved. I've tried on, you know, Planet of the Vapes. I've tried on when you go on Fast Tech on there. And I just get overwhelmed with it, to be honest with you. Because it can be a bit backbiting. It can be a little bitchy, you know. So I get embroiled in that. And I can't be doing with it. So I just drop out of things. You know, so yeah. That's why it's nice when people do actually do little bits for me. So that's that. What else? We haven't had a vape. That's what we haven't had. We haven't had a vape. And I need another drink. Oh, just not microphone, so you might hear that. I'll have a little bit of drink. Wet the old whistle. So yeah, expo's coming up. I'm hoping to get there. It'll only be for the Saturday if I go. I've got my ticket and got some business cards. Look at me, all going all professional. You know, I've got a t-shirt with logo on, if it comes, that is, I'm hoping so. You know, I've got a t-shirt with my logo on, and I've got some business cards, you know. And literally, it's just to give out to people and say, look, have a look. If you like my videos, you know, be nice to work with. If you don't, I'll still buy my own shit, because I do now. You know, so I'm going to try and get myself out. I'm going to try and meet some reviewers as well, and, you know, try and tap them for making things a little bit better, and see, you know, where I'm going wrong on my recordings and things like that, and see if I can make them a little bit more, and try and get in with, you know, more of the people in the community. So if you do see me there, please come over and say hello to me. You know, I'll be one just walking around with my little shoulder bag on, looking a bit quiet and scared, because I'm going on my own. Well, I think I'll be going on my own. So I'll only be there for the day. I think I'm going to get there, try and get there for about 11, and then come home about 4, half 4, which means I'll get home 4, 5, about half 6ish, you know, which is fine. So I'm only going to be there part of the day. So I'm going to try and cram in as much as I can. I'm going to take my video camera with me. It is only a little, it's what I use for my downloads portion. It is only a little HD camera, you know, so I'm going to take that with me and use that. And I'm going to use my phone for some stuff, take a few pictures and a little bit of recording. So that's what I'm going to be doing, just so I can get a bit. And I'll do a little bit of vlog. I'll do one when I start off, and then we'll get there and we'll go in and see what's what. So that is what I'm hoping on doing. I'm hoping to get there on Saturday. Fingers crossed I'll be there Saturday. So like I say, if you do see me, please come over and say hello to me, because I don't know anybody there, to be honest with you. And I'll be like a lamb in a fucking headlights. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to be a bit lost. So I'm going to walk around. I'm going to just give a few cards out, you know, chat to a few people, say, yeah, you know, I do reviews. If you like what you see, you know, I'll try and pick up try and get some bargains while I'm there. Pick up a few bits and pieces and see if I can get some bargains to put on my channel. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. And yeah, Instagram, still doing that. Still on Twitter, so you can find me on both of them. And like I say, I have got other things coming up. I've got some juices. Probably got, yeah, enough for a few more weeks doing juices, which will take me on. And hopefully I'll get some stuff at Expo, which I can do when I come out. So hopefully I've got a couple of months. I have got something else coming in, and I ordered that last week. I hope to God they've not bullshitted me, because all the sites that I've looked at didn't have them in. So I've ordered a new RTA up, which I'm hoping to get up and done, because it's the Mike Vapes intake dual. Never had an intake, so I clicked on the dual because it's only just come out, and I wanted to, you know, get on and get a video done. But like I say, they said they've shipped it. I've not received it yet. It's coming from the UK, so I just hope to God that it's not bullshit and they haven't fucking pulled one over my eyes and they're waiting for stock to come in, and you know, I'm fucking sat here waiting for fucking weeks on end. So I'm hoping that comes in, you know, in a couple of weeks' time, in this week, and yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. So I have got a few other bits coming up. I've got some more mixing from concentrates, you know, the ones mixing from one shots and also mixing from concentrate. That's my two new things. So I'm going to do mixing from one shots and let's mix it with Benny. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I've got some, you know, so these will be using these bits and we'll get them up and get them out, you know, and try do a bit of DIY with you know, and we'll do a bit of DIY so you can, I'll show you, point you in the right direction, and we'll pick a few really good recipes to do and I'll go for all that. So yeah, so that's what's coming up on channel. That's what's been going on in the world. You know, vaping's fucking the plague at the moment, you know, so do all you can. You know, if you're in America, go to your meetings, go to your protests. On Twitter, follow people, retweet things. So yeah, that's what I'm doing just to support people. So just being a short one, I have babbled a little bit and I've got to learn to slow down and maybe be a bit more structured doing these, because that's my other problem, that I just do things off at the top of my head. So I sat down and thought, yeah, I'm going to record one. I don't even think about what I'm going to put in. So I'm going to try, when we move studios, we'll try and be a bit more structured. So anyway, thank you for watching and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye for now.